STG Repairs has served our customers since 2008 in Miami. STG Repairs team fixes almost all smartphones, tablets, and computers on the market. It also specializes in board-level repairs. Troubleshoot board-level problems. No touchscreen function, no backlight, no power. Replace knocked-off SMD components on any board. Problems with water and other liquid damage, and charging problems. We also do factory unlock, software errors, data transfer, and recovery. We have a very solid reputation in the repair community. Our clients can count on our experience. Our goal is reliable service and competitive prices.
Hello guys, today we are going to talk about iPhone 6s that is short on the Wi-Fi. We're going to remove the Wi-Fi IC chip, we're going to remove the NANE, and then we are going to install a new Wi-Fi IC. Since the Wi-Fi is paired with the NANE, we have to remove the NANE and unlock it from the Wi-Fi and then put a new Wi-Fi. Okay, we are going to connect this. We just connect to the power supply. We are going to connect it, and now you are going to see how the Wi-Fi is short. Okay, now you are going to see just pressing power from the, now just watch, just check. So you can see Wi-Fi IC chip is short inside of the chip, so we are going to remove it now. Going to remove the Wi-Fi IC chip. First thing I have to do is remove the coating. First thing we're going to do is removing the coating, okay? This coating is stronger as the other ones. You don't want to go too deep. The only thing you are doing here is removing the coating from the components, so when you are pulling the Wi-Fi chip, the components don't stick together with the chip. That's the only thing that you're doing. You're just removing. That's the only reason why you're moving that. Otherwise, that's it. Perfect. Now we are going to move the chip. So from this side, I'm going to turn on the smoke absorber. Decrease the temperature. That is perfect. Need to clean the coating that is around. Well, the first thing we are going to do is we are going to add we missed one pad there. Now we're going to remove the NANE. Same thing, we're going to remove the coating first. You don't need to go too deep, remember? The only thing you need is make sure the coating is not holding the components. Those capacitors or any other component that you see there. That's what we're looking for. Perfect. That's it. So then we are ready to go. Yep, ready to go. Now we are going to remove the NANE. Yeah, ready to go. Make sure we have this. Now we're going to remove the NANE. The temperature always going to be different. That's going to depend on you and the equipment you have. Okay, it's very difficult to tell you this is the temperature because every station is different. You need to know what's the correct temperature, at what temperature your station melt the solder. Okay, we are going to come from this side here. It's there. Just wait. Perfect. It's ready. Have to clean the NANE. All the pads from the NANE. This procedure we have to do it because, oh, hold on, so that's why. The NANE, in order to replace the Wi-Fi chip, we have to unlock it. And for this procedure, we have a software, we have a box, JC. This box is going to help you to unlock the Wi-Fi and being able to use any other Wi-Fi IC chip. You see here, I'm going to use a bigger tip for this because it's a bigger pads, bigger component. I'm not going to use the same. You can even use the wick to clean the coating to remove any coating that is behind, that is left on the board. You can also use that. Use this like a brush, like a broom, I'm sorry. Okay. Now we are going to just remove the rest of the coating. Drop the temperature. We're going to use this gray tool. This tool is gray tool for that. And also you can use a precision knife. That's the one that we used to have before when this one wasn't out. But now that we have this out, we prefer to use this one. Okay, that's clean. Remember, we just removed the NANE because we have to unlock the Wi-Fi. That's the only reason. We have to, let me see here, let's clean a little bit more. Where do I put the top? Right. We are trying to leave this evenly, so when I put the new NANE, no, actually, the same NANE is going to be, is going to solder correctly. Doesn't have to be perfect, but I like, that's one of the issues that I have. I really like to do everything as much perfect I can, you know, very clean, very, you don't have to do it like this. Okay, that's it. Perfect, now we're going to clean it. But I prefer to do it that way. See, now it's clean. Still see a small amount here. I miss. That's perfect. Okay, now we are going to just, let me clean the, we're going to clean the NANE. I'm not going to clean the Wi-Fi because we are going to put a new Wi-Fi IC. Same thing, because this is bigger, I use bigger tip. So that way I don't damage my tips from JBC. That's perfect. Same way we clean it. This one doesn't have too much coating, very little. I'm going to remove it. Perfect. This is perfect. Now we are going to go to the programmer, and we are going to unlock the Wi-Fi. Okay, now we're going to go to the programmer, and I'm going to show you how we do this. We are going to use this JBC Pro 1000S to being able to unlock the NANE, okay? You can either have the full, it's like a small box, okay? It's like, you don't need the computer if you have this, or you can have only the adapter, which is this one, okay? You can have the adapter connected to a computer, and then you will have to use the software on the computer. Or if you have this little box, you connect this here, and then you don't need to have the computer, okay? You manage everything through this JBC Pro 1000S. So now I'm going to show you the steps, what you have to do in order to just unlock the NANE so you can put a new Wi-Fi. Okay, this is the software. Now I'm going to show you a step what you have to do. First thing I did was you have to look for the COM port, so you press open port. Now it's open. You put the NANE in, and if everything is fine, it's going to start reading automatically. Okay, now you will see it's reading everything automatically, 128 gigabytes. it's ready. If in case I want to read any information, I just have to put quarter info here, and then I have all the information. I don't need that. I'm just going to press here, PCI unlock Wi-Fi. Okay, that's the only thing that you're going to do. Once you press this, Wi-Fi has been repaired. You see? Now, after this step, I'm able to put a new Wi-Fi chip. Okay? You have to do this in order to have a new Wi-Fi chip on iPhone 6s. So this is the, now we are going to put a new Wi-Fi, okay? We are going to do the jumper for this Wi-Fi chip. I can come from here through here if I want, or I just can do it from the bottom. But I prefer to come from here. Okay, it's going to be easier. I can take it from the next, can take it from this part also, but I'm going to come from outside. I prefer to do it this way. Okay, you can come from the next pad, which is also BCC main. This pad is also BCC main, okay? So you can come from there if you want. I just want to do it this way. In this, nothing is right, nothing is wrong, you know. As long as you do it, as long as you connect it on the right paths, or as long as you're doing replacing the component from the same values, as long as you don't damage the phone, nothing is right, nothing is wrong. Some people use very high temperature, some technicians use very high temperature, another one use very low temperature. So that doesn't mean you're right, you're wrong. If you can use high temperature and you have the experience to use it, it's fine. But if you don't have the experience to use it, you can kill the phone. Okay, now we're just going to, right there, perfect. Now we're going to cut it. To cut the extra. Okay. Now this is how we are going to get this pad fixed. See if I can clean a little bit so I can put coating. Yeah, we're gonna be able to clean it. As I say before, you can get it from the next pad, which is this one here. It's also BCC main, but I didn't want to get it from there, so that's why I took it from the next component. Okay, I'm just going to hold the pad, the jumper. As I said before, it's just about perfection. You know, I try to do as best as I can. You don't have to do it that way, but I love to do as best as I can. I'm going to put coating very low. And put over the component, and we are going to put a small amount here so we can hold it in place. grab too little. Okay, now we are going to be okay. I'm going to hold it so I can have it where I want it to be. Okay, I'm going to start the Wi-Fi IC. I have said this in CXW already. If you go to CXW, let me show you here. A1, this is the number 1. This means the dot is going to go to that side, okay? CXW. So now we're going to start it. I always preheat the board. Anything that I do, anything that I start, I preheat the board always, all the time. Okay, preheat, drop flux. Before adding flux, I always preheat the board. Okay. Now we're going to start the Wi-Fi chip. Yeah, it's moving. It's going to place. Perfect. Goes to the place. It looks like it's perfect. Yeah, it is. It looks like it's perfect. Okay, so now we are going to start the NANE. The NANE, we're going to have to do the rebolling. If you feel more comfortable holding the NANE with the Kapton tape, you can do that, okay? Usually bigger ICs, that's the way that I do it. This time, let me see if we can do it without the Kapton tape so you guys can see. If it's bigger the chip, I prefer to put Kapton tape so I don't have to hold it and push the stencil. But it's not necessary to put the Kapton tape. You can just hold it with the tweezer. I always like to use plastic cards. I avoid to use any metals on my stencils. Okay, looks pretty good. I think we are going to be okay here. Going to hold it. This is what I mean with, you know, here now I have to hold it pretty tight. The temperature I'm using right now is 350 with 30 air. That's how I do my reballings. 350 with 30 air. Every reball I do it at this temperature. and that air. And for me, they work perfectly. Okay. The only thing that we have to avoid is that flux. You see that amount of flux? It's a lot of flux. Perfect. Okay. You see, I have these balls here. Let me see if I think they're. If by any chance you miss, I am doing this right now, you only have to cut this. I usually use, I don't use this, I use a, let me show you what I use. Let me bring the bigger. Okay. If by any chance you think the balls are too big, just do this. And your ball is going to be perfect. See? Now, just apply heat again. Now we're going to have now we have perfect revolve, you see. That's easy to fix it that way. Don't get scared. Don't get scared. Now we're just going to clean the NANE. Put this here under. think we are okay here. If you want to put heat, again, you want to reheat the balls, you can do it if you want, but it's not necessary. At this point, we are fine. We are fine. We are not going to need any more reballing. So now we're going to install the NANE on the phone. Always cover with, you have to always cover with coins or anything that is going to help you not to reheat components around. So you can use a coin, anything copper metal. If you want to use carton tape, you can use carton tape. I don't like to use carton tape. I try not to use carton tape as much as most of the time that I use carton tape just to hold any chip or some or any board or something like that. So let me show you here. We're going again to CXW. So you can see here the position. We are going to look for A357. So this is A0. This means the dot is going to go that way. A1 should be around here. Supposed to be, one of these spaces. So now we know that dot is going to be that side, okay? So let's transfer again, and we're going to start it, okay? As you see, I have it there. So now we are going to position the NANE. Make sure there's nothing there. Then we are going just to position it on, and it's going to be ready to install. Okay. Let's apply some heat on top of the NANE. You are going to see how it's going to move. It's going to solder by itself. It's going to start moving when it's ready. Perfect. That's perfect. Now you just want to let the board cool down a little bit, and then we're going to install it on the phone. Okay, now we are going to see finally if the Wi-Fi is working. So you can see here, Wi-Fi is there. We have the Wi-Fi there. We have everything in here. IMEI modem, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi is there, and the phone is not getting hot anymore. So we have been able to fix the iPhone 6s. Okay, you have to remember, you have to remove, in order, if you have a chip on the Wi-Fi it's not working, you're gonna have to remove the Wi-Fi IC chip, the NANE, unlock the NANE, and put a new chip, new Wi-Fi IC. Okay, hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, please give me a like. If not, just give me a comment. I keep trying my best. Thank you.